Going on, guys? I got a comment about how to do the push button switch, the high beam, and the blinker switch on how to do the wiring. So I'm going to do a little quick tutorial on it just to give you the basic understanding of how it's done. So if you want to do it to your bike, you can go ahead and do it. Alright, here it is. Here's the housing unit that comes on the handlebars. So you got the off and run switch, and then the start switch. So basically this just got a few wires in there that are connected to it, and then I'll show you it right now. So basically you got, these are your wires right here. So you got the blue and white, you got the yellow and red, the red and black, green and black, and the black and white. You also have two other ones which I had already cut. They're kind of in there. Let me see if I could get in there, right down there. And those little black ones are there's two of them. And those ones are the two black, solid black wires that connected outside of the levers. So basically on this case right here on this side, those two black wires, whenever you put the brake, it would light up the brake light. So, you know, I took those off personally because I didn't want any wires coming off the handlebars. So if you want to still use those, then go ahead, so that way you'll have the light up in the back. But this bike does light up when you push the foot brake. So when you push this foot brake, the tail light or the brake light turns on. Okay, anyways, the way this kind of works is this blue and white wire goes around to the other side, which is on this side, which has a lot more wires in it, and then gives power to that side, which then gives power to the headlight. Okay, then you got this black and white wire with the green and black wire. Those two wires, once you connect them together, then what you got is the run and off switch kind of bypassed. You know what I mean? It's always on run, I mean. So once you have those two connected like that, that's always on run, which gives now power to this red and black wire. If you don't have these two connected, you won't get no power to the red and black wire. So now you got power to that. Then you connect that one to the blue and white wire. So now that gives you power to the other side. So when you want to work on that side, then you'll have power from the blue. And that blue one gives you power to the high beam and the low beam on that side. Then you have this one, the yellow one, which is for the starter. So basically, once you get these two together, you're going to connect that to your button switch, your push button switch. So when you push the button, they're going to give power to this yellow one, which will get the starter button. So that's how that works. So this is the kind of switch that I'm using. It's the moment contact switch. These are the kind of switches that you want to use. There's different styles. This is the one I'm going to use on this bike. It's one that I already had here. I've been using a smaller one that's more flush, more smaller down here, but I only got one left. So I'm going to use that other flush one for the horn. Anyways, so I'm going to use this one here, and there's two little nuts right here. So the bottom one here, you can go ahead and move up a little bit so it's not sticking way out. Alright, so I went ahead and set this up like I was showing you, the two together here, those two there, and then the one by itself. So basically I'm going to set these two up right here, and once I set these two up, you push the button, boom, it starts up, and then you let go and it stops giving power to the starter. So that's one way. Here's what I got now. Taped it all up, and so now I'm gonna grab this side fairing that goes in the front right there, and you can see how it goes right there. So basically I'm gonna set it up where I usually do it is I make the hole right around right here, caddy corner to that corner right about there, and usually that puts it right about here. You know, you have all this space, so you pretty much could put it anywhere you want. You know what I mean? Anywhere you want, to be honest. I mean, it's up to you. I choose to put it right there. I've seen some other guys do it too. So, and just to be clear on this wiring stuff, I took it apart one day and I just went through all the wires, and then I checked all the wires where my hot wires were and all of that. So I kind of figured this out on my own. So I'm sharing it with you guys because you asked, but you know, I don't want you to think that I'm just some professional guy trying to show you what's up. I'm just sharing with you guys. It's been working for me. I haven't had any problems, and the bikes that I've sold years ago are still doing good. What messes up probably, if anything, was the previous switches that I used. They were like more plastic, black plastic. Those ones were going out a little bit faster, like the connection inside here was going out, so it had to be replaced. So that's why I started using this one. It's a little bit more better, and they're not that expensive. So you know, I was being cheap on the other ones. I think the difference between the black ones and this one was like $1 or something like that, or you know, but you know, I was trying to be budget, but it's better to have something that works for you, long lasting. Anyways, this has been lasting a lot longer. I haven't had any complaints on this one and the other push button one too. But anyways, just to let you know, I just want to be clear on that. So to make that hole, I go ahead and just grab my drill here. So what I use is this step drill bit, and you know, it's got the different steps on it. In this case, I just go all the way through to the back end because it's such a thick piece right here. So since it's so wide, it's usually the same size as the end of this one. Went ahead and hooked it on to the fairing in the front, so it's pretty much ready to go, and it's all set. Just got to tighten it up, make sure it's tight and everything. But that's pretty much how it is for the push button. Alright, man, I hope you guys liked it, and please subscribe and like. Thank you. Late.